photo was, and you said you do not know what the occasion was.
Wakubuza ukuthi kwakwenzakalani khona lana kulesi sithombe, wathi wena wazi?
Yebo.
Yes.
Thank you. You just told this court that accused number 3, and I want to say that accused number 3, that's the gentleman who's appearing on photo number 47 and also on photo number 48, who is not in the red top, who's not wearing the red top.
Utshelenga ukuthi ke umangalelo wesithathu uyena lona ovelela kulesi ithombe 47 no 48 okungeyena ke ogcoka ithombe ebomvu.
But that he, as per your allegations of you having met him at Mr. Kwabeni's place where there was some kind of an imbizo, he was wearing a lime t-shirt.
Sure ke ukuya ngendlela lo wakhuluma ngakhona ukuthi uma niyohlangana khona lapha kwaGabeni ube egcoke i-t-shirt eline.
He was also wearing a necklace.
Nokuthi ube efake ne-necklace.
And he also had a brown jacket.
Ne-jacket brown.
Yebo.
Yes.
I take it you are not.
Zothatha ukuthi awudidwa ke imibala.
Uyakwazi
ukuthi i-lime enjani, i-brown enjani.
Now,
yes, I'm not colorblind.
Thank you.
I'm neither confused by the colors.
Thank you. Now, in photo number 47, in photo number 47,
Yes.
would you, in terms of your evidence in chief, is this the scene at the hostel where you were?
Ngabe ke
At Kwabeni's place?
Ngicabanga ukuthi
hostel la benkhona.
la ila sasiphume khona la siyothenga utshwala.
This is the time that we had left and we had gone to buy the liquor at this scene in the depiction of 47.
Where did you buy this liquor from?
And 48 as well. The depiction
Kune
of
tops
47.
lapha uphuma nje false loras kune tops lapha phezulu.
Now, when you drive out of Boston,
Hayi not lapha phezulu.
when you
Kune false
drive,
loras. Kunendawo edayisa utshwala ngaphandle nje mawuphuma.
Yeah.
Emashop. Lapha khona hostel yabo sasibuya khona.
Okay.
Hostel.
Okay.
there's tops in some area outside of Boston, and then that is where we had gone to buy liquor at. However, on these two photos, the depiction there is not the depiction of the hostel.
Yes.
Yes.
Just a bit of a recap. When you went out to buy this liquor there at Tops, who again accompanied you?
Man phuma ke ngiyothenga utshwala khona lapha Tops. Ngubani owaphelekezela?
Accused number 3
It was accused number 3
Yes.
and the others by 3.
and the 3 others,
Ophakathi.
amongst whom there was Mtogo,
Ntogo, who is not accused number 4.
ongeyena ummangalelo wesine.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Just a bit there. Now, you would recall in your evidence in chiefs, when you were to Tops to buy liquor and you were 5 in the vehicle. Do you still remember that?
Uyakhumbula lokho ukuthi waphuma nommangalelo wokuqala nowesithathu
Accused number 2.
or nommangalelo wokuqala nowesibini ukuhamba ke
Mangikhumbula ngihambanga nomuzi
othi benu5 emotweni.
so 5 emontweni.
If I remember well, I did not travel together with Muzi.
Let me repeat the question.
Asiphinde umbuzo
In your
futhi.
evidence in chief, you told this court that when you went to buy out the liquor there at Tops, it was yourself, accused number 2, and accused number 3. And all in all, you were 5 in the vehicle that you used.
Uthi ke ebufakazini bakho ngenkathi ke ukuthula ubuzwa imibuzo umshushu laphana uthi wahamba nommangalelo wesibini nowesithathu kanini nonke benu5 emotweni.
Yebo.
Yes.
Now, you are saying you went out with accused number 3, a gentleman called Mtogo, who is not accused number.
waphuma nommangalelwa wesithathu.
Was it again a mistake?
Kwaba iphutha futhi la.
When you told, listen, when you
Ulale-
told the
ulale.
court in your evidence in chief that accused number 2 was amongst those who accompanied you to go buy the liquor, the tops.
Kwaba iphutha futhi uma wena ke phambilini watshela inkantolo ukuthi ummangalelwa wesibini ube ngomunye wabantu owaphuma nabo ukuhamba ke ukuyothenga utshwala khona laphana ke eTops.
Angikukhumbuze baba umnisi. Angithe angibakhumbula ukuthi kwangobani. Kodwa ngiyazi ukuthi accused number 2 naye wayekade ekhona. Kodwa accused number 3 nganginaye and umthoko omunye angimazi nalabo should laba bayi2 ngeke ngithi umthoko lo ngizothi accused number 3 ngithi yimi bese ngithi accused number 2 accused number 1 wayengekho
Well, let me
bese
just
kuba
remind
abanye
you.
laba including udriver lo ogqoka into red mangicabanga ukuthi kwakuyena udriver noma ngasakhumbula ukuthi kwakuwani
Let me
udriver.
say that accused number 2, it was myself, accused number 3, accused number 2. And even though I cannot say with certainty that Mtogo was this one or that it was either the other person, perhaps the other person from the occupants would be this particular person that is wearing a red jacket or a red top.
Mr. Zungu, explanation is just wishy-washy because you specifically stated in your evidence in chief that you went out with accused number, and I'm not arguing with you, with accused number 2 and number 3, and you had 5 in the vehicle. Now in cross-examination, you mentioned a gentleman called Mtogo and accused number 3, Mtogo who is not before court, and you also 5 in the vehicle. You don't speak about accused number 2.
Yabona ke kwi-evidence in chief ukhuluma ngommangalelwa wesibini nowesithathu ukuthi wahamba nabo kanti ke nanu-5 emotweni. Kanti manje ke uma usubuzwa imibuzo ukhuluma ngommangalelwa wesithathu nomthoko okungeyena ummangalelwa wesine kanti benu-5 ngaphakathi. Uyakuzwa lokho usho ukuthi ubufakazi bakho ngathi ke cishe buhlangahlangene.
No, abuhlakahlangani baba
Thank you.
umnisi.
My evidence is not confusing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Let's go back to the picture. Accused number, picture number 47 and picture number 48.
47.
You are saying these are the pictures that were taken when you went out to go buy the liquor.
Uthi
At Tops.
lezi kwaba ithombe ke enayithatha ngekhathi nihamba niyothenga utshwala eTops.
Yebo.
Yes.
Who took these pictures?
Ubani wathatha lezi ithombe?
Angikhumbuli ngoba nama ngisikhumbuli ngikhumbule mangiyibona kusisithombe.
I do not remember because even myself, I do not recall that. I only recall it when I saw the depiction here.
Angikhumbuli.
I do not remember.
Did you have these pictures in your phone?
Wawunazo ke lezi ithombe efonini yakho?
No, ngaze ngibe nazo.
No, I never had these pictures in my phone.
Thank you. The lime t-shirt. Lime.
Sikhulume nge-t-shirt eline.
I want to be sincere with you. Lime color.
Yebo.
Yes.
Can you please show us lime color that lime t-shirt that is being worn by accused number 3?
Khumbula khona ehostela la at my introduce khona egqoke i-t-shirt fake ne-necklace.
You should
La
remember.
kungaphandle.
You should remember that this place here that is depicted on this picture, it is not at the hostel.
Yes.
Where he introduced himself wearing the line t-shirt.
Yes.
This is outside of the hostel.
Thank you. Can you please show us the necklace?
In necklace yona. Ungasibonisa yona.
Kulezi ithombe zangaphandle hostel.
On these pictures outside of the hostel premises. Is that what you are asking me?
Are these not the pictures that were taken, according to you, that were taken on the 26th of October 2014
Access
when you
on that, yes.
visited Kwabeni, and according to you, the accused was there?
Akusizona-ke
Baba Umnisi ngithe
ezathathwa nge-26 zika-October.
yizi ithombe ezathathwa ngeyi-26.
These are the pictures that were taken on the 26th of October 2014.
Can you please show us the necklace on those pictures?
Ungasibonisa-ke ama-necklace kulezi-
Akukhona ihostela
You
la
can
Baba
page
Umnisi.
through.
The depiction here is not at the hostel. The
Excuse me?
depiction of the pictures
Akukhona
is
ihostela.
not at the hostel.
Let me decipher. Let me try to digest what you're saying. I'm saying you'll only be able to show that he's wearing a lime t-shirt and a necklace if pictures that were taken at their hostel can be flighted there.
Lokho kushoyo-ke uthi ungakwazi ukubonisa-ke iskipha esiline ne-necklace uma ngabe-ke iy'thombe zathathwa khona lapha nehostele ziyavezwa-ke khona la.
Uma ungangivezela zona ezasehostela maybe mazikhona ngakutshela ukuthi la sasisehostela kodwa mangikhumbula ehostela makwenziwa i-intro besingaphakathi ehostela besingekho ngaphandle.
Yes.
Mase siphuma siya la bekungesinye isikhathi.
Yes.
Abanye
Perhaps if you-
basebebuyile ukuyogeza abanye sebehambile bayokwenza bakwenzayo.
Yes.
Akusona leso sikhathi asisanga mangifika kwathiwa sihambeni siyothenga utshwala.
Perhaps if you show me those pictures, and in particular when we're inside of the hostel,
Yes.
because if you see clearly here, the depiction is outside of the hostel.
Yes.
You should remember there was a stage where others had gone out, while we were at the hostel, that had gone out to go and take a bath, and so others had walked out or left the hostel.
Yes.
This depiction here is outside of the hostel.
Thank you. With the permission of the court, I'm going to request the permission of the court if my colleague for the state who introduced these pictures has pictures that were taken at the hostel where you probably can show the lime t-shirt and the necklace.
Uthi uzocela kanjalo uma ngabe ngakwazi ukusibonisa lezo ithombe zasehostel ukwazi-ke wena ukusibonisa le t-shirt eline eyayigqokwe ilo uma ngabe njengoba
My Lord, I'm not so sure whether my colleague has additional pictures so to assist this witness with those that were taken at the hostel. My Lord.
But if there were any additional pictures, we'd have shown you. These are the only pictures that we have.
The law, in terms of the law, is supposed to give you every scrap of document.
Yes.
Yes, that's what the law says. So, you, as counsel, it means if there are any other pictures, you have them in your possession.
Yes.
But, Mr. Mloyi, can you respond to your colleague?
As a court, please, my lord, these are the only pictures that we have, and which were also disclosed to defense. We
But
don't
these are
have.
the only pictures that you gave to them because
Yes.
remember we had problems with the statement.
Yes. These are the
That
only
there are-
pictures.
Is this the only pictures
In
that you gave them?
Yes.
No other secret pictures?
No, my lord. These are the only pictures.
Yeah, but
As it pleases the court, my Lord.
you want us to adjourn so that you can go through the pictures.
My Lord, can I ask for a short adjournment, my Lord, just
Yeah. Hello, what time is it?
It's 9 minutes.
Where do you get your watch from?
7 minutes to 11.
My grandfather used to put a watch in his waist. It's 7?
7 minutes to 11.
Okay, what time do we return?
half past, my Lord.
mentioned by Mr. Ramusipeli
Yeah.
on behalf of accused number 1 and 2, that each accused introduced themselves. We checked our note on this matter, my lord. The
Gwabeni.
witness did testify that it's Gwabeni who did the introduction.
Yeah, look,
Really, the record will speak for
Yeah,
itself.
fine.
We just
Mr.
want to put
Mr.
that on
Mnisi?
record.
what does your record say? You haven't discussed him with your learned colleague, Mr. Baloyi, didn't you?
No, we didn't discuss.
Oh, you didn't? You want to ambush him?
As it please the court, my lord. Indeed, I do agree with my colleague that the record will speak on itself because I have something
fine.
totally
Let's
different.
do it on those bases because all of us
Yes, ma'am.
have a running record.
Yes, my lord.
Fine.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
My lord, it will then be in the interest of justice that I make the following submission, my lord. The court will remember that just before we could adjourn, I took this witness through the photos with a view to try and find some clarifications on answers. So it transpires, my lord, that I am hamstrung to proceed with my cross-examination without further information relating to the photos. It will be recalled, my lord, that we had a testimony of I think it was Steenekamp, Mr. Mabaso, and Mr. Nkosi, who said that they confiscated accused number 3's phone of photos. Instruction of Mr. with his. This is also on the analogy of what happened to Mr. Musia when he testified. Remember the court, my lord, Mr. Musia only brought to court only 8 photos, but it then transpired that he took at the scene more than 30 photos. That is the analogy of the request, my lord. I'm also going to request that we also be furnished with the disc that contains all the photos that were taken, that were downloaded from accused number 3's phone. Alternatively, that we be furnished with accused number 3's phone. We will then sort it out how we download those photos. This is not from me, my lord. It is actually from Mr. Kuno, the gentleman that I'm representing, my lord. We will request that information because as of now, I'm definitely not in a position to proceed on his behalf to proceed to cross-examine this witness without those photos being made available, my lord. Thank you. That is my request and application, my lord.
Mr. Baloyi?
As a court case, my lord, indeed, certain photos were selected for the purpose of compiling the photo album. It is not a problem. We can make arrangements that all the photos that were downloaded on accused number 3's cell phone be made available. However, the only problem that we have, my lord, is not continue with the matter. I think the aspect can stand down and other issues can be canvassed with this witness. And just like we did with with Warrant Officer Musia, we proceeded and he was recalled at a later stage. We can make a similar arrangement that we proceed. And that aspect regarding the photos stand down and we furnish them with all the photos, and if they deem it necessary at a later stage, this witness can be recalled.
But when can the photos be supplied? The master tape?
Yes.
I mean, disc?
Yeah, I think it can be those arrangements can be made before the end of this week, my lord. Today's Wednesday. I'm sure at the latest by Friday, those photos can be made available.
But Mr. Mnisi says he's hamstrung.
Yes.
He's quoting him.
Yes, but
You know, when a horse is hamstrung,
yes,
can't run.
yes. Just on that particular aspect of the photo, but I would imagine there are other issues that they want to canvass with which don't necessarily depend on the photos. We can then proceed on those other aspects.
Yes, Mr. Mnisi?
It's a sequence, my lord. It's a sequence. The way in which we structure our cross-examination, my lord, we just don't do it haphazardly. It's a sequential thing. we don't move from 1 to number 7. We move from 1, we go to 2, we go to 3, we go to 4, up until number 7. Therefore, to request us to proceed on other items, my Lord, what these witnesses said, I don't think that's the trajectory that we want to take for now, my Lord. We want to take it sequentially up to the point at which we want to arrive, my Lord. Thank you.
Yeah, fine, thanks. Where's Mr. Mnisi, where is your client's phone?
I'm not sure, my Lord. The last time I heard is that it was confiscated for purposes of compiling the photo album that has been.
Mr. Baloyi,
I can quickly.
accused number 3's phone.
Yes, I would imagine it's still in the SAP13 store.
You can,
It can be made available.
it can be used for downloading the photos. The memory
Yes,
has
but-
not been wiped off.
Yes. But I think I would imagine that process, they'll have to get their own expert who can download that. But I think the easiest would be then just to get those photos
Yeah.
and, make them available to them if they still want access to the phone.
Okay, fine. Where's Brigadier Gananda? Where is he?
He is
Can't he
at
give
his
the-
office. Yes.
The defense the photos tonight, today,
Yes. I've
so
just
that tomorrow we proceed.
Yes, I've just asked a member of the investigating team to quickly call him just
Yeah.
to find out if those photos cannot be made available today.
And in the meantime, Mr. Mnisi doesn't want to proceed. He says his cross-examination is structured sequential.
Well, as we've made our point in this regard.
The other counsels,
We can't take it any
what's
further
your
than
view,
that.
Mr. Ramsey-Pedi?
As the context is followed, my Lord, I do fully concur with Mr. Mnisi because it will also necessitate me, based on what we find on those other photos, to also now again perhaps ask questions to the witness that's before court, my Lord.
Mr. Ngamalo?
My Lord, I also follow the same approach of my colleague Advocate Mnisi because it's also going to be central to the photo album exhibit S. Hence, we need the disc. Thank you.
Mr. Sholes?
My Lord, it will be unfair and prejudicial to proceed with the trial when the state has not and has failed to supply us with all information, my Lord. So it will be prejudicial and unfair for us to proceed with the trial without being supplied with that information.
No, let's be fair to the state. The state takes 1,000 photos.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's make that example. And the charge, as it's structured, only needs the state, according to their view, to utilize 200 of those photos.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Baloyi consults obviously with the investigating officer, am I correct, before you come to court?
Indeed, my lord.
Right. And this is the structure of their case. And in terms of the law, remember State versus Shabalala. Shabalala versus the Attorney General of the Transvaal, 1995-12. Okay. He supplies you with all that information which he has structured this case upon. It's Mr. Mnisi now who comes and says he wants all the photos. That's why I say you can't say he foresaw that application. He didn't. But Mr. Mnisi is entitled to those photos. He wants to use them because they are part of the information which he wants to elicit.
Accused number 5 also, my Lord, because he has been referred to one of the photos which is contained in Exhibit S, my Lord. So he also needs to.
No, this court is fair.
And there are further instructions that I cannot place on record, my Lord, which
What?
regarding the content of Exhibit S, of which we need to verify with the electronic copy or from the disk, Exhibit X with the disk. Thank you, my Lord. That's my submission.
How many discs are there? It's only the master disk.
Well,
They were downloaded.
as usual,
One.
you have the
then you
master
make
copy
copies.
and the working copy.
Yeah. Okay, for those reasons, this court is prepared to postpone this matter to tomorrow. So that the defense must have access to the master copy of the disc.
Ukuze ke ihlangothi lokuyivikela okanye abamayeli babommangalelwa bakwazi ukuthi babe nayo ke i-master copy yaleyo disk.
Because the state concedes that some of those photos, 47, 48 for instance, were downloaded from the accused's cell phone.
Baba umbuso usenjalo ke ukuthi iy'thombe efana no-47 no-48 zadownloadwa ke uqhamuka kule phone kammangalelwa
Together with other photos.
nezinye ke iy'thombe.
But Mr. Mnisi is hamstrung because accused number 3's cell phone has been confiscated by the state.
Baba Mnisi ke ubabeke izandla akakwazi ukuthi angaqhubeka ngoba phela ke ifoni kammangalelwa wesithathu ithathwe umbuso.
Consequently, the only source of the photos which we have, or both sources of the photos, the master copy and the cell phone of the accused 3, are with the investigating team.
Kanti ke okuyikhona ke umnyombo walezi iy'thombe kubanjiwe ke khona laphana ke kulona ophenya icala.
Okay, and then for those reasons, the court is amenable to extending. Yeah?
As it is the court, I'm not abusing the court process. I'm saying I'm not standing up to abuse the court process, but I would really appreciate it, my lord, if we can be handed over with the disc and also the phone as well, my lord. I'm not so sure if the state will be in a position to do that. Thank you, my lord.
You know what, I've got my view about that, and I don't want to say, for instance, I could say, is the state only interested in that phone because of this case only? Are you with me? Can you read what I'm saying? Are you hearing me?
Indeed, my lord.
So, is that a position or not?
Well, we can ask that the phone be brought to court, and perhaps if they need to examine that, should be in the presence of the state's analyst here in court. That shouldn't be a problem.
So you call the analyst also?
Yes, they can have a look at it in the presence of Sergeant Mabasa, who testified.
So is that okay, Mr. Mnis?
I think that will be very okay, my lord. Thank you.
Okay, then the analyst also will have to come to court with number 3 cell phone. The other counsels, your client's phones were not confiscated and downloaded.
My lord, if I may take quick instructions from our accused number 1 and 2.
Also, accused number 4, thank you.
You haven't asked your clients whether their phones are confiscated or not.
It is a verification. According to the knowledge I have, they were not confiscated.
Yeah,
I just
okay.
have to verify. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, we can just mention that the phones of accused number 2 and 5 were confiscated,
Yes.
and the downloads have just been completed. We will be handing the downloads to the defense during recess. So 2 and 5 phones were confiscated and downloaded. I did inform my colleagues, especially counsel for accused number 5.
Okay. So your clients, Mr. Cholo, Mr. Ngamalo.
Thank you, my lord, for the court's indulgence. His phone was not confiscated. Thank you.
Okay. Did he have it on his presence when they arrested him?
No, he did not have it.
It figures. Yes, Madam Chololo.
Sorry, my lord, can I just confirm?
Okay.
So, my lord, may I-
ummangalelwa wesihlandapho ukuthi kube naso leso sicelo esiqhamuka ubaba uMnisi ukuthi cha mina ngeke ngikwazi ukuthi ngiqhubeke ngoba phela-ke ngifuna zonke iy'thombe ebeyikhona lana ezizokwazi-ke ukuthi zingisize ukuthi ngikwazi ukuqhubeka ngaleli cala kodwa-ke umshushisi-ke wase uyacela laphana ukuthi ngeke sikwazi yini ukuthi sibheke ezinye iy'ngxenye mhlawumbe zale nqubo singaniki ekutheni sibhekene ney'thombe kuphela wasethi-ke ubaba umnisi ngale-ke hayi shuthi-ke mina-ke ngendlela-ke engizochubeka ngakhona ngiyayidinga lezo yithombe kanti-ke ubaba wase-ke uyaqinisekisa-ke khona lapho ukuthi lezi yithombe ikhona khona laphana ku-SAP 13 kanti-ke no uKenneth noma ubaba uGininda uyafonelwa-ke mayelana nalokho shuthi-ke sochubeka uma ngabe lezo yithombe seyikhona ingendlela-ke abayivikelayo bakhulume ngakhona-ke manje-ke inkantolo iyashoyo ukuthi nayo-ke ngenxa yokuthi nakhu-ke ubaba umnisi uthi angeke akwazi ukuthi achubeke kuyodingeka ukuthi leli cala lihlehle ukwenzela-ke ukuthi konke abakudingayo bakwazi ukuthola ukucikisela leli cala phambili. Thank you, my lord.
Yes.
Thank you, my lord, for the indulgence of the court. My lord, I've also been, I was informed by the state that there's a cell phone that was confiscated from my client. However, I have not been given downloads and the cell phone, everything
Yeah, it
relating
says-
to that.
Sorry, it says you'll give those during the recess.
Indeed, we did furnish them with a statement of the person who confiscated the phone.
Other court cases, my lord, similarly, my instructions are that from both accused number 1 and 2, 2 phones each were confiscated from them, my lord.
2-2.
2.
So you need both phones
We need
for each of your clients.
Indeed, so, my lord.
Mr. Although you have noted that. Okay, so we adjourn then until tomorrow, 10 o'clock.